Okay, Jason, good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Hope
Can we
everybody's having
do
a
a
great.
Jason, can we do a quick sound check for me? I have a new mic and new speakers. Like, how do I sound?
Yeah, you sound great. Sound a lot better than you did on Friday. So,
Okay, good. Good. I'm working
no,
on
you
it.
sound great. No, you sound great now. Honestly,
Let me
got the
try
sound
closing it.
panels in the back. Oh, looking spiffy now.
Okay. Is this still okay?
Yeah, no, it's great.
Okay. I have a new mic as well, and we've got sound panels, and yeah, it's a work in progress.
Nice. Nah, definitely looks great in there though. Yo, Will, are you ready to rumble? I don't know, but are you ready to rumble? Ah. Yeah. What's up, crypto miner? Hope you're having a great day. Good to see everybody in chat today. I know it's a Monday, so starts a whole new week for us. I know the weekends are boring for everybody now that you have this on the weekdays. So I can definitely understand. Everybody has 46 minutes though to get your bids in. So let's definitely crush through 2K predictions today. See if we can get the 2,200 predictions. That'd be awesome. I think we can get there. Hopefully you guys logged in throughout the weekend and at least got your daily rewards. If you didn't, then shame on you, but you can at least get one today.
Yeah, I'm up to 9 tickets because I've been farming my dailies, and
Yep.
I shared my link, got someone to sign up, and I'm up to
Nice.
9.
Nice. Let's go.
Let me actually make
Everybody over here
it now.
doing it. Heck yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, there we
Nice.
go.
It's good to see everybody in chat today, though. It's good to see all the emotes. Yo, what's up, Goldens? How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. Let's see. Patel Bro. We got Tribbler. We got London. There's a lot of like I said, I'm getting used to a lot of these people's names, which is great. It's like people that are here every day pretty much. There's lots of new people too, though. Some of these people I haven't seen, I don't think, but there's definitely lots of the usuals, which is nice to see. All right, man. The
Cool.
market today doesn't know what it wants to do. So, hey, we're like up and down. I think everybody's just like this point is like just waiting for the CPI numbers to come out. Until then,
How's the sound now? Can you hear the AC?
It sounds a little bit more echoey, if that makes sense. I don't know if I really hear the AC though. If I say really, really quiet.
Yeah, I'm just curious how much sound gets picked up and goes through noise cancellation.
Yeah. If you turn off the noise cancellation, it definitely sounded a little bit more echoey.
Okay, let me turn off the AC. I'll be right back.
Bam. All right, chat. It's just me now. Yeah, we finally got rid of that guy. Jeez, holding back the show. Now it's just me. So, hey, this is what we're doing. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Remember, guys, make sure you got your get your bids in today. It's I guess I shouldn't really call them bids, they're predictions, but you get what I'm saying. Make sure everybody gets those in. Like literally, we have 43 minutes to get those in. If you haven't, you guys could in 43 minutes, you guys could get at least one person to sign up. That's 5 extra tickets today. 5 extra tickets. You got 43 minutes to get one person to sign up. It could be your mom, your dad, like I said, like Friday, your pet goldfish, your dog Sam. I don't care. Give them a sign up.
Yeah, it's and we've changed the payouts, so a lot more people are winning now, right? So it's not just the top 3, so there's a lot more chance for you to win.
Yep.
Which is why we started this, right? We just wanted everyone to win. Like we're just doing this for fun.
Yep.
So
That is the point of the game. Make sure everybody wins a little bit of cash. If you see 2 quarters on the ground, are you going to stop and pick them up, or are you just going to leave them? I'm picking the 2 quarters up, bro. So even if you just win like 50 cents to $1, it's still 50 cents or $1 more than you had before. So
we call it the communist payout algorithm, right? The communist where everyone wins a little bit.
Yes. Yes. I thought that was more like on the socialism side, but hey,
Yeah,
whatever.
sure, socialism. Sure. Okay. Actually, no, that's not true. Only 1/3 are winning. So
Yeah,
only
true.
1/3 are winning. So it's
True.
not
Never
true
mind.
socialism.
It isn't true, but we're democratic socialism. Damn it.
Cool. Yeah. So let's get into it. Just some updates from the Stonks platform.
Yeah.
we are getting pretty close to having other people stream. So maybe in the next 48 hours, you're going to see the site change pretty dramatically. We're going to push out a pretty large update, and as part of that, we're gonna we're gonna have a new homepage, and we're gonna have other people live stream in addition to us. And so we're still gonna
Yeah.
continue this daily show. We're still gonna give out $1,000 every day, but you'll have options. You'll have other people to listen to rather than just us. So that's
Yep.
exciting.
Yeah, I know you guys are excited about that. You're like, get these guys off our screen. I'm super excited. I know a lot of people, like I said, you guys are going to be having, um, lots of other content creators that'll be on the site creating content. So even when we're not live, there's going to be other people that are live, which is going to be great. And that obviously will continue to grow throughout this year. And then, obviously going forward. So it's going to be great. Like I said, the site will definitely change. It's going to look a lot different than just the one pager type site you see now. So I can't wait to see that. I know a lot of people are super, super excited. William said, sup, crypto. Nice. Let's go, man. I can't wait to see the update though, and have everybody lots of other people like creating content on the site. It's definitely going to be it's going to be big for us in general as a site, but also just to see the community grow that way.
Totally. So what are we feeling about Rumble?
Oh, Rumble. What is it? It's down like what? What's it down right now today? It's down, which I guess the whole market's kind of down a little bit. Like I said, I think people right now are like totally waiting on the CPI numbers coming out. So I think the market's going to be in like a weird lull period until then. But like I said, I think overall, I feel like I feel like Rumble's going to go up. I don't know how much it's going to go up. I'm just going to say a guess. It's going to go up 5% after market hours. I feel like it's going to get at least back up to where it was beginning of the day.
Yeah, it's down 3.4%, I think, so far.
3.4.
So Rumble's interesting. I was doing my research for Rumble. I mean, I knew of Rumble, but I hadn't done like a deep dive into Rumble. And so before this call today, I was like, okay, I'm going to educate myself about Rumble. And because that's, I think, part of the fun of what we're doing here every single day. Like, you pick a stock and like you may not know much about the company, you may have heard of it, but I think this makes all of us better investors when we actually, like, there's a forcing function that's okay, there's a prize, I want to win the prize, so let me go do some research and form some opinions on whether I like this company, whether I hate this company, what do I think of management. And I have to say, I went in it expecting to absolutely hate Rumble, and I'm liking it. I changed my mind, for a couple of reasons. I mean, let me actually tell you all the reasons why I thought I would hate it first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Let us know. I need to know.
So generally, every other live streaming platform, I know Rumble's not only live streaming, it's like a YouTube, and Twitch had a baby.
Yep.
Every other YouTube/Twitch competitor that started has failed, right? And you've had Mixer from Microsoft, you've had I spoke to someone from Caffeine yesterday that raised 100+ million. Fox, etc. They failed. The graveyard is very long of companies that had plenty of money, plenty of resources, good founders, and could not compete against YouTube and other live streaming platforms. And so, in my mind, I was like, okay, Rumble is, entrance number 57 in this space. And sure, they have like a Republican sort of right-wing focus, but it's expensive. Like, running video at scale is expensive. And especially if you're going to be like hardcore conspiracy theorists, like, advertisers aren't really going to advertise, and like you're just, it's going to suck. Your CPMs are going to be lower.
Yeah.
And so I was very skeptical for those reasons. And then I actually spent some time looking at the financials, and I really like what I see. I mean, the user growth is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it is. Here, let me share.
No, yeah, share,
to show you guys some of the stuff here. But I'm pleasantly surprised. So here is Rumble, and if you look at, so their country rank in the US is 253. So they're the top 253 website of all websites. This includes like google.com would be number one here, right?
Yep.
Like that's massive. Like uh, I don't know what Reddit would be, but let's compare this to like Reddit Media. No, not Reddit
I
Media.
don't think it's Reddit Media,
But anyways, my point is it's massive. Okay, it's absolutely massive. And it's growing. I mean, look at this rank. It's
Mhm.
going higher, and it's going higher at like when you're this size, it's very hard to show this like steep growth, but
Yeah.
they are. Right. So you've got like month over month change of 25% in visits. Like holy
Yeah.
shit. Now I know some of it is like Trump got shot and
Yeah,
like all of that.
that's what I was just gonna say. So
Right. I
that's my
get
only
it.
concern. Like, okay, it's election year, so I feel like Rumble's definitely gonna have I feel like they should have an up year again because they are a right side like platform. So I
Sure.
feel like with the election year, they're gonna have a better year. I feel like anyway. My only like again, my only concern about Rumble is like, okay, after the election year, does it kind of drop off again and
Yeah.
they hit like a lull?
Hmm.
That have to be my only concern about Rumble. Like I said, I like again, like I said, we're in America now. It's like you're either right or left. There's like no center. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's just be honest with it anymore. So it's either you have a lot of right people or a lot of left people.
Hmm.
And obviously you have the fringes on each. You have your very, very far rights. You have your very, very far lefts, which are,
Hmm.
pretty much the degens of the parties, but they're the most outspoken of the parties. So you hardly you hear of some from the left, you hear from some on the right, but a lot of the times you're hearing from the far right, far left. Let's just be
Hmm.
honest with it. So my only problem with that, like you just said, with like obviously with advertising stuff like that, I think that which should be okay because again, there's so many companies that are right leaning. And there's so
Hmm.
many companies that are left leaning. I feel like a left leaning website could come out and do decent too, just like a right,
Yeah.
side media
Yeah.
could now. Whereas maybe if this was like 2007 or 2008 or maybe like 2004, it'd be a lot harder for something like that to, do something. Whereas now it's like I said, it's so far like where people are either right or left. Companies that lean right will advertise on a right side just because again, they're going to usually have a little bit more better margins on those ends as well. So that obviously is a good thing. But again, I feel like the biggest thing for me is, after the election year, how does Rumble keep up? Right? Do they continue to grow like really, really good like that? Or is this just because of the election year and we're getting close to election? And that's the reason why we're seeing such a big growth, chart like that. That'd be my
Yeah.
only concern overall. But I still think Rumble's doing good though.
I mean, I think the way you change or your core belief systems don't change after an election is done, right? And there's so many. I mean, there's so much here I disagree with, but there's also quite a bit here I agree with, right? I feel like I'm one of those like center people where like
I'm definitely
I
similar too.
right
So I'm
and like
definitely on there.
and there are podcasts here that like I like to listen to, and then like they get banned on YouTube, and maybe it's not okay publicly to like talk about this fringe stuff that, but like some of this shit makes sense. Like they're right, and like this wouldn't exist on YouTube or Twitch. They would get banned. And it's a mixture of copyright issues, it's a mixture of what they're
Yeah.
saying, how they're saying it. And I don't know, like I think the world is better off, even if I disagree with 80% of the stuff here. I think the world is absolutely better off with Rumble existing as a company. And
Yeah.
I'm rooting for them, man. I really found I went into this not expecting to change my mind, and I'm as I dug into it and I listened to some of the stuff, and I was like, I'm glad they're around, and I'm glad they're building this. So yeah,
No,
I'm
100%. Yeah.
I'm
No, I
happy.
agree. I agree with you on that end too. Like I said, again, like I'm not going to agree with like most of the stuff on Rumble 100% just because again, I am very center person when it comes to like conspiracy theories. I've never been a big conspiracy theorist. Like I said, I do like looking into conspiracy theories. I think they're great in terms of like just
Mhm.
hearing like what other people's ideas are, like flat earthers or wherever it
Sure.
may be, right? Like, I mean, there's so many conspiracy theories out there. I feel like flat earth is probably like one of the bigger ones that most people probably like, went down the rabbit hole before. Or, obviously there's a lot of them. But like I said, I've definitely like I love watching conspiracy theory shit. Because like I said, it's just so far like out there. You're watching, you're like, oh, this is
Yeah.
really what people think. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like you just kind of learn like their like way of thinking about things.
Mhm.
And it's so crazy, but it's just like also it's kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I look at it. Like I'll also another cool thing I thought too is like Rumble's CEO is going to be holding like a post earnings live stream with I think like Matt Kors on Rumble
Yeah.
as well. which is another cool thing. Like I said, I like it when CEOs actually come out and like actually talk to said audience that their platform's on.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a big thing too. Like I always love CEOs or even any of the big, the bigger people in the game and have their
Mm-hmm.
skin in the game. At least they're like, putting time and effort towards their actual site, and it's not just like they're not to be seen. They say a couple words, obviously, to like media, but outside of that, you never hear from them. So it is
Yep.
good to see like people like that. I hope that continues as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm always down for like more and more websites that have content creators creating content on. I think that's overall better.
I mean, look at these financials. I mean, they went from, um, and what's interesting is their revenue has gone up and their stock price has gone down, right? So they went public at $10 a share. It popped a little bit
Yeah.
a few years after that, and then now it's at five something. But look at this. They went from 4 million in revenue in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
nine in 2021. And these are during Biden years, right? This is
Yeah.
Trump is gone now. Trump has lost the election, right? So to answer your question, what happens at the end of the election? Like, look at this.
No, I
Trump
agree. I
lost,
agree with it.
right?
Like I said, I feel like there's again, like I said, I feel like half of America's like right wing. You got like half the America that's well, I guess I should say like it's like let's say it's just like a 45, and then like 10% of other people are in like other categories, independent or whatever they may be. I feel like at that point you have a large enough audience, you should be able to grow
Hmm.
pretty well. Because like I said, if you can have even just a piece of that 45% of Americans that are right leaning, like at least come over. But again, you're going to have people that are on the left side too watching
Yeah.
some stuff on Rumble as well. Because like I
Hmm.
said, I don't think the whole site's just like you have all kinds of content on there. It's not just like political stuff either. I mean, there's cooking stuff on there. There's all kinds of stuff. Again, like I said,
Hmm.
I think to me at least as a content creator, like I'm going to put my content wherever I can.
Sure.
So whether that's, Rumble, YouTube, I'm going to put it on as many places as possible because you never know when a video might hit really, really good on one platform and not the other. So that's the way I look at it as well as a content creator. So I think the more places content creators have to post their content that actually has a viable chance of getting seen by an audience like Rumble does now, I feel
Hmm.
like, especially the last few years as they've grown, I feel like it's a good thing overall.
Yeah, I mean, phenomenal growth. I mean, they went from 9 to 39 to 80 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, now let's see what they end up doing. But I mean, these are phenomenal for a media platform, right? Like because it's directly tied to user growth, right? So you can
Yeah.
basically replace the revenue number for user number, and you'll see pretty good growth
Well, they
here.
definitely had some good growth.
Yeah.
I have no doubt about that. I don't know what their user numbers are, specifically right this second.
Hmm.
But I do know I'm sure they've had year after year, a year of like really really good
Yeah.
compounding
What
growth on
One
user
thing I
numbers.
don't like is their look at their expenses, right? So their
Yeah,
expenses
more and
have
more people are
grown.
streaming on the platform though too, and posting content. It's not
Yeah.
just at first it was literally just like all political stuff, and then it like changed to more and more things. I think
Yeah.
as more and more content creators come on, obviously it's going to get more and more expensive to host said content.
Hmm.
Um, but again, like hopefully you can create things that can offset that um cost when it comes to hosting things like
Yeah.
that.
All right. There's Ellie. Ooh.
Yay.
Hey, Ellie.
Oh.
Hello, hello. Rumble is rumbling. Like, this is impressive. I can't believe I'm saying this, but look at those user growth numbers at Rumble. I mean,
Yeah.
it's quite impressive. Our costs are going up though, faster than revenue, so that's not good.
No.
But and maybe that's the issue here is like how much dilution do they have to do to actually pay for um close this to pay for all the video expenses, and it's funny
Yeah.
because at Stonks we're going to see the same thing. We're going to see similar expenses for hosting live and recorded video and providing it for free. And
Yep.
so
No,
you know
100%. You
this
also got to remember they pay quite a bit to some of their content creators too for exclusive stuff as well. So
yeah, yeah, that's a hard place to be, and I think that's where a lot of platforms have really struggled because
I think so too.
when you start a new platform you have no users and you have to pay to get content. And if you look at YouTube and Twitch and some of the other existing platforms, they don't pay anyone for content really. And so it's a huge disadvantage when you're just starting out with everything else stacked up against you. Now you got to pay, tens of millions of dollars to
No,
get some
100%.
good content.
So much more than that when it comes to some of those contracts are wild. Like, obviously Twitch just got out of, or at least, the CEO said that they were getting out of paying content creators like, yearly or even doing, every other, 2-year contracts. But again, like I said, they were paying a ton of money for a while there until this year when they said, fine, they're going to stop doing that. But YouTube's still doing some of it. Not as much as they were. Obviously, they had a big acquisition, pickup for a few years there. Rumble's still doing it. So I see why Rumble's doing it. They're paying, obviously getting some of those bigger podcasts on board. So at the end of the day, like I said, you're definitely seeing some platforms do it and some platforms not do as much. Like it's always hard to tell, is this actually going to, equal, you a good user base jump in numbers by bringing this person over? Like some people 100%, because again, if they're exclusive, then there's nowhere else to watch them. But if they're not exclusive, then, obviously you're going to see smaller benefits, but hopefully you can kind of offset that with a smaller, dollar amount for their contract.
So big question, should I buy some call options for Rumble right now before the market closes?
Oh God, I'm not saying,
No, it's a tough one.
giving
Wait,
any.
is Rumble, do they also own Bumble, or is this totally separate?
No.
Separate.
Totally separate. Okay.
Yeah, Rumble is like a YouTube had a baby with Twitch.
Yeah,
So
it's more of a right side leaning platform. That makes sense.
So all the stuff that gets you banned on YouTube lives on Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you want to say RFK still alive, he's under,
Yeah.
he's under the ice. Damn it. Then you say
if you think all birds are like secret drones recording us, you go on Rumble. If you want to say the earth is flat, you go on Rumble.
Yeah, literally. There's some crazy stuff. It's fun to watch though. Like I said, I've been on Rumble many times and watched some again conspiracy cool conspiracy documentaries. Yeah. And you're just like, what the hell is going on, man?
there is a show on Rumble called Fresh and Fit, and some people may think of this as really a crazy podcast, but I think it is the number one podcast. Well, they claim to be the number one podcast in the world, but I don't know if it's true or not. It's these two guys.
Everybody says that, but
right. How can you be number one with these many followers? But anyways, so this is the first time I heard of Rumble because I saw their clips on YouTube, and I was like, oh, the full live streams on Rumble. What is Rumble? And so that's actually how I heard about it. And these guys are not political. It's like a men's podcast. It's like a dating show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like,
I've heard it before. Yeah. There's a lot, again, like I said, that's where they got a lot of people they came in and signed contracts with were mostly podcasters when they first started out. And then obviously, like I said, obviously when YouTube started going down the rabbit hole of with the whole all this just stolen election or whatever, and then people were getting banned for that. So then they went over, and obviously Rumble kind of became a baby from that. Yeah. And it just really blew up. Again, I think it was striking the whale at the right time. Definitely helped them out a lot on that end. But overall, I feel again, like I said, like I told you before, I feel there's enough, in America at least, there's enough right leaning or left leaning, that there could be a website for either one, and they both do great. Honestly, I can see it because again, there's so much place. And again, I'd be okay with anything because again, as a past content creator myself, I think the more places I can post content, the better. No matter who's watching, doesn't mean you have to agree with a certain party or whatever else. Doesn't really matter to me. It's just all about getting eyes on your content at the end of the day.
This is it's very what differentiates Rumble from Kick? I thought Kick was going after that angle, right? They were anyone who gets sort of canceled or censored on YouTube or Twitch.
I mean, that was kind of their stick for a while, for sure. They seem like to be trying to change some stuff of their things, but there for a while, anything Twitch did, they did the exact opposite. I think that was a marketing ploy. I think it was smart, honestly, because again, it got them in the news a lot. But I feel now, I've seen a lot of stuff where they're banning more and more people. Because again, they were obviously, is there even ads on Kick? I don't think there's even ads on the site yet. But I know for a while there, they were trying to tamper down some of the stuff. That way they could eventually get into that market of getting ads and that kind of space on the platform. So I see more and more people getting banned, but there's a bunch of weird shit going on. Like, obviously people like, flying down the road, going like 100, wrecking their cars into people, like all kinds of crazy stuff. So people were doing some crazy stuff on Kick. So honestly, I feel like it got kind of out of control. Where there was just like, it's just like a content mania. You could do anything and everything you wanted to. And like, people were kind of like pushing the boundaries of live streaming, which I'm all fine with, but as long as you're not hurting other people. I think it got to the point where people were getting hurt, obviously doing Kick stuff. But I mean, Kick in its right mind came out not really as like a far right, like, thing. But Rumble on its end is a right leaning, obviously, media site. And then like Kick is more of like a, you get banned on Twitch, we have no rules here kind of site, right? So they came out as like, we had no rules. Now they do have rules, but it seems like, every so often they get a little more stricter and a little more stricter. So I would say they're different in its own mind, if that makes sense, William.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's funny. I'm just looking at their IR site, and the earnings call is going to be, and this is sort of, I think, the future of earnings calls, and where I think Stonks is also headed. But it's good to see these examples in the wild. Like, take a look at this.
With Mac Wars.
Yeah, let me share my screen here, just really quickly, Murti, if I may.
Yep, go ahead. I'm here buying some Rumble stock here. So.
Okay. So you
I
really
put my
like
money where my mouth is. I really do.
Yeah.
So I'm
but take a look at this. So the Rumble CEO Chris Pavlovsky is basically, their earnings call is going to be an interview, a podcast style interview on Matt Gore's Rumble channel, who's one of the biggest creators on Rumble, streamed on Rumble, and this is the way to do it. When I see this, a company really dogfooding its own product, this is bullish.
Yeah.
No, it's great. Yeah, I was talking about this a little earlier too. Like I said, I think it's great to see, especially CEOs like actually, interacting with the community they're building. I think it's a big thing. Again, it gets people confident that you're confident in your own product, instead of, like you said, doing one of those just like, read monotone earnings calls, or you're just reading from the script the whole time, and then your voice never changes. It's just the exact same thing, and all you hear is the one person talking. You have a couple questions, but even the questions are kind of monotone. I feel like overall that kind of hurts. Again, it kind of downplays like some of your earnings too, and like what you see as in the future and what's coming in the future as well. So I think it's great seeing the CEO, like, again, whoever it may be, like I said, even with Matt, obviously, I think Matt also streams on YouTube and other platforms too, but obviously I think this right here is like exclusively only on the Rumble platform. So I think it's great seeing, that come to fruition as well for them.
Okay, how much should I buy?
And it's interesting that
ask the chat.
Okay,
it's cool. So they've been public since like April 2021. I'm surprised this is not like known. Like there is a mainstream media platform that's a public company, independent public company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's
all
cool,
right,
man.
guys.
Where
Place the buy order. Please fulfill it. I don't want to miss it.
you're 19 minutes, so you're not just voting on stocks. You're buying the stock. You're buying options.
Nah, I feel like it's going to go up though, 100%. Just because, like I said, we're getting closer and closer to election. I feel like those kind of stocks are going to go up. And I feel like, again, numbers are going to go up too.
Topic says, when's the stocks IPO come out? That's what I want to know. And I think that's who knows, but we're a ways away. But an IPO would be the natural place for stocks to end up.
No, it would 100%. There's no way.
Wouldn't it be hilarious?
It would have to.
A stock called stonks.
Yeah. It honestly, like, it definitely be through into like the meme style stocks. I can see it now just because of the name. So, retail investors will be behind us at least 100%.
The Oliver's asking, what would the ticker for stonks be? STNKS is probably the most natural, but if we can't get that, I kind of liked what Meet Kevin did with his sticker. PP.
Yeah.
PP's a good one. Pepe is a good one.
Oh yeah, Pepe. Yeah. No, yeah, I could see it being STNK.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I own a bunch of call options now
Well,
for Rumble.
let's hope it goes up.
What's the date? How far are they dated?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, that's
Oh, also you're literally just for this earnings call.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I
I'll
mean,
make
I'm
it
hoping
big.
if it goes up quite a bit, you better sell those. Son.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Better,
because the decay on those options is like
they're gonna be
ridiculous.
yeah, they're gonna be not great. Yeah, exactly.
Has
Anything?
anyone, Jason, have you ever, or Murti, or anyone else in chat, have you ever let an option expire and actually exercised it? Like, what even happens when you do that?
I've actually never done that. So I've always bought options, like even if they're long dated options, like as soon as like whatever I'm looking for happens and it goes up, I'm selling it. And if it doesn't, like I'll wait a little longer for something else to happen and then to sell it. So I've never actually like waited for the stock I never had that happen before. So there has to be somebody in the chat that has an
I have.
exercise.
I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I mean, yeah. I'm ashamed to
done it.
say I have, and yeah. And it's not. I'm not the only idiot who has.
No,
I
I'm
think
sure you're not. Like I said, I've heard it a lot. I've just never had it happen. So
Yeah.
I know new people that get into stock options do it a lot because they just forget.
Mhm.
But I've never done it myself. Like I said, because I'm usually buying stock options that are way out anyway, just in case. I like to try to protect myself just in case, like whatever I think is going to happen doesn't happen. That I have a little bit longer to get rid of said thing before anything like stupid like that happens. So, but I can, yeah. So what happens when that happens, though, Murdy? It's just like
it just falls off your portfolio. So whatever positions you have, suddenly one day it's there, and then the next day it's not. It's just like it never existed.
Okay. All
That's
right.
all it
It's kind of honestly what I kind of figured was going to happen, but
Mhm.
I wasn't. Wasn't sure if like something like it was like up. It's just a big red border down there.
Mhm. Yeah, I was watching one of my favorite sort of finance podcasts, Dumb Money. The guys at
Yep.
Dumb Money, and yeah, these guys trade with millions of dollars, and it's happens to them too.
Yep. No, I'm sure it happens a lot. I just never. I'm sure it'll happen eventually to me as well. But like I said, it's just like I just never done because usually I do buy like far out, and then that way I give myself some time, and I always have reminders going off as well. Like I still have them just in case.
Yeah.
I like trying to safeguard myself as much as possible against it.
Oliver's asking me what strike price I bought these options at. I don't know. Let's look. I forgot already. Let's see. Portfolio. Oliver, it is $6 calls, and I paid I think 41 cent premium, or what's it called, the strike price or the option call price.
That's not terrible. It's just a 2-week thing kind of scares me. But hey, like you're playing it just for this anyway, so the 2 weeks makes sense. It's like I'm just going to get rid of them anyway. So, and I think we're going to see a pop again because, like I said, we're getting so close to the election, and it's an election year. There's no way they don't have a bump in numbers each month.
Dude, Trump got shot. The amount of conspiracy theories that we have, like, come on, this is
There's honestly, because that was because that happened during that timeline too.
Yeah.
So you are right there as well. I just think overall that you should have like a good bump no matter what month it is, no matter what happens to Trump, like leading up to the election. There's no way they have like a down month.
Yeah.
If they do, something's wrong. I don't know what to do then at that point. But I really don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, Rumble's the revenue is on it. It's doing fairly well. Although if you look at quarterly, it's like roughly like flat, even down compared to a year ago, Q2 last year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But the annual looks great. 22 to 23, big bump. I think 23 to 24 looks like it's flat so far. Like if you look at the quarterly numbers. But sounds like, Murthy, what you're doing is like the Dumb Money channels social art type of strategy, right? Like all the stuff that's been happening recently,
Mhm.
and so that would
It
have driven
works.
a lot more people to go view content there.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely works though. Especially the conspiracy theory side content is going to be there a lot more. That's where you have to really go to find like the super conspiracy theory
Yeah.
stuff. So, like I said, if you're on that side of the aisle, like that's where you're going to go watch it. I feel
Because
like.
I mean, think about it, guys. It wasn't that long ago when on YouTube, if you said anything about, COVID came from China through a lab leak, you got banned. It wasn't that long ago, and now that's really like
that's right.
what has happened. Like everyone kind of agrees more or less is like that's kind of what
Something
happened.
happened. Yeah, they're doing something, and the virus escaped. It may not. It's not. Probably not intentional, but
No.
like
No,
it,
it definitely
it
wasn't
seems
intentional.
like
That's not the
yeah,
way I look at it either. It could have happened here in the United States, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, every country has some crazy ass shit in a lab.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like this could happen anywhere, right? It could have been
this could
China,
happen anywhere. Yeah,
it could have been Japan, it could have been here, it could have been Europe. Like I feel like every place has some crazy ass viruses they're experimenting on, or something they found in like Antarctica under the ice they brought back. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's some crazy ass shit going on, but like I said, I don't think it was intentional. Like,
And then the other thing, remember, if you said anything about like the vaccine has any sort of issue, you would get banned on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and blah blah
yeah,
blah. And now we know the vaccine had lots of issues, and I feel like a complete idiot because when the vaccine came out, I was like, hell yeah, get the vaccine. And I knew people who said no, I'm not getting the vaccine, and I thought they were a bunch of idiots. And now I think, I look back and I'm like, I was the idiot, really. Give me a choice and I will not take the vaccine anymore. It caused so many heart issues. It caused like I had weird reactions to it. Ali had a weird reaction to it.
yeah, I didn't have any reactions to it, to be
Yeah.
honest, myself, but I do know other people that did have some. But that's the same like with like any vaccine. I feel like at that point when it comes to like what is it, myocarditis? Like I feel like even the flu vaccine gives some people that too, right? So to me, when I think about it, it's like okay, like whatever. I think they should have took more time on it, 100%. I feel like anything that's like a vaccine, they should be taking more time on it. Obviously, I mean, on that end, I mean, you got Trump to thank for that one because of the whole Operation, Warp Speed craziness. Oh, if that was a debacle, I think, that whole thing was, kind of fumbled the wrong way that it should have been. But hey, I mean, at the end of the day, we got what we got, and I guess most of us made it out at least. At least we don't have like at least we don't have like crazy things going on with like full of like tractor trailer trucks full of dead bodies. So that's great.
See, my problem is not that the vaccine caused an issue. My problem is you weren't allowed to talk about it.
No, yeah, I agree with that too. Like I said, I think you should be able to talk about whatever you want to talk about at the end of the day. Like I said, 'cause I have no problems. Like again, like I said, that's what I said. Like I love a good conspiracy theory. Like it's just fun to like go down the rabbit hole, even though I'm not going to believe it because I know a lot of those kind of things aren't really true. It's just like people are parsing together stuff that could be true or some things that are maybe true with other things that are definitely false, and they kind of just like converge. The way I've always thought about it is kind of like when you tell somebody a secret and they tell the next person, it's like 20 people later, they say something totally different. That's kind of how I feel like, a lot of those conspiracy theories are. It's like, okay, there's some truth in there, but also by the time like the 100,000 persons heard it, it's become so jumbled that it doesn't even make sense anymore. That's kind of the way I've always looked at it. But yeah, I like like, having different platforms for people to talk to, like I said, because at the end of the day, it's like, freedom of speech or whatever it may be. You're free to like think whatever you want to think, as long as you're not hurting other people. It's the reason I've always said, as long as your theory isn't actually hurting others, I'm down with said theory. What are you talking it?
So we have 9 minutes to go. We are at almost 2,000 predictions. Today's gonna be a record day, guys. Rumble's making it rumble.
Rumble. All right, yeah, we got 8 minutes, guys. Make sure everybody gets their bids in. I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of the thing real quick. So
Please share your screen.
Yay! I'm gonna do it real quick. Let's see. There we go. All right, everybody, make sure you get your bids in. We got 8 minutes left. 8 minutes. If you're watching on Twitter or YouTube, or even if you're just watching on the site itself, make sure you guys come over to stonks.com, then sign up. It literally takes you less than like a minute to sign up, get you log in really quick. Obviously, mine just logged me out, so that's great. It's gotta log back in here now or something like this. I should probably stop sharing my screen too before I get my well, I don't think it really matters, does it? because I already have the code anyway. Who does it matter?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
Hey, I'm always thinking like, be safe, and then I'm like, oh, never mind. It doesn't even matter because the system we have is way better. All right, well, I'm gonna share my screen again. All right, guys. But yeah, everything I just said about coming over and making it count. Make sure you guys come over, hit prediction. So to make predictions, make sure you guys come down here and click make prediction. You can make this prediction wherever you want it to be. Obviously, I'd be more realistic. That way, if you're going to, obviously come in the money, though. Like, you don't want to put that the stock price is going to be $15. I mean, honestly, I guess you could, but I mean, I doubt it's going to go that. But let's just say the stock price is going to go to $7. That's a pretty good increase overall. So let's just say you're doing that at $7.85. You hit submit, make prediction. That's 34% increase. So, I'm going crazy here, guys. Or I think it's like a 25. Either way, it's a lot. But you see it right there in chat. The confetti will fall. It's super, super easy to make that prediction. And if you want extra tickets, again, your daily rewards are right here. Claim those every day. They're super easy to do. Every day that you're logged in, you get a new reward. If you miss that day, it's going to start you back at 1, though. I made it, again, usually, like I said, I made it to 8 on, what day was it? Friday. Well, I guess it was it Saturday? Either way, it was one of those days. And then Sunday, and then today. Outside of that, like I said, the biggest way to earn unlimited tickets, though, is to share your referral link. You can share this with anybody, anywhere, social, Discord, again, through text message to your parents or your family or whoever it may be, friends. Every time they sign up, you get 5 extra tickets when they use your code right there. It's super, super easy to do. You get unlimited tickets, 5 every time. Outside of that, you can enable notifications, follow us on Twitter, and sub on YouTube. That's the spew, though. And then obviously I'll give the earnings calendar too a quick shout out. So if you guys didn't know, the earnings calendar is now live. Just like today, again, we're doing Rumble today. To see Rumble, since it's a smaller cap stock, all you gotta do is come up here to the right and hit show small and mid caps, and then they'll pop up. And then obviously we're in aftermarket right now, so we can come down here and you'll see Rumble right here. If you want to click on Rumble and see any of the info about the stock, though, this right here will all update once the new earnings are out. But you can see like their past earnings, where they came in, if they came down, came above, if they missed those quarterly earnings. And you can also listen to past earnings calls. They're transcribed. You can also listen to the earnings calls live on the site as well, on any of your guys' favorite stocks that you guys like to do. But yeah, let's get back to the stock side of things. Don't want to bore you guys with anything else anymore. But yeah, make sure you guys get your bids in. Let's hit 2,000. Let's hit 2,200. Actually, we got 5 minutes. We had 2,200 predictions. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, we're getting to 2,200 today.
Oh,
it's happening. It's happening.
100%. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah, my theory is like given what's happened with Biden and Trump and all of the election stuff in the last couple of months, and knowing Rumble's revenue is literally directly proportional to viewership.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's now the thing is, did it all happen in Q2? Like, what is their calendar quarter? So maybe not all of it shows up in this quarter. Some of it maybe shows up in the next quarter. So that's something to worry about. But
I mean, you still got some of his. When was the last trial though? That should be in the New York trial. Should be a lot of content was on that for sure. So that would definitely be on this quarter's.
Moneymaker just made his first prediction. Go Moneymaker, yeah.
Let's go Moneymaker. Awesome, my man. Awesome. Welcome to Stonks. Anybody that's new, welcome. Well, let's see. But yeah, I think all that content should be on Q2, so that should help out a little bit no matter what. I mean, I feel like some of the content, again, like you said, I don't know when the quarters were, but 100%, some of the New York trials should definitely be on there, if not all of it. That was a ton of content on that. That content was everywhere.
That was a hilarious trial with Stormy Daniels, with her graphic testimony. Oh my God, that was like epic.
That was wild. Yeah, I mean, you kind of already. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's be honest. Trump gets around. He's got around. He's got a lot of money. He's gotten around quite a bit.
He
I mean,
really has. I mean, I don't know of anyone who will say that Trump didn't sleep with her. Like
oh yeah, 100%.
100%,
I don't
he
think
slept with
I think
her.
everybody knows Trump slept with her. Let's just be honest about it. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the guy has like how many? He's had like how many wives? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like at the end of the day, it's like I feel like on that side, like obviously, if this was like, let's just say like, not to get in politics, but like just say like any other candidate out there did that, like they would just be written off like so quick. But Trump just has such a massive following that I just don't think it really matters, right? He's like he's his own like he's his own guy. He like just doesn't give a shit. So I just feel like he has that like really really big following that just doesn't care either. Just don't care.
Yeah, people don't care. I mean, he literally said he could like shoot someone on Madison Avenue and like,
Oh
no
yeah,
one would care. And we're kind of there at this point.
I remember that too. I remember when he said that. I mean, like I said, I don't think Trump cares on that side either. It's either you like Trump or you don't like Trump. That's just how it is, right? Because I know people that are on very very on the right side that just don't like Trump either. So, and I know people that are on the left side that like Trump. So it just depends. Like I said, he's got his own following and his own personality, and that's just it is what it is.
All right, guys, we're almost at 60 seconds, so this is it. Get your predictions in.
Getting close, guys. Let's definitely hit it. We can do it. If everybody makes a prediction right now, we'll be at 2,200 pretty much. Everybody make one more prediction. You can do it. I believe.
We believe. We got this.
We believe.
Make sure you get your daily reward. That's free. That's one free ticket at least.
Rumble would also be a great candidate for like the CEO coming on Strongson interview.
Yeah. That'll be a good one
Small
too.
cap, micro cap, right? Like
yeah.
1.5 is like a micro cap in the markets, and like 70-80 million revenue.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good like candidates out there for like small / mid stock.
30 seconds. Let's go.
Let's go. We can do it. We're at least going to pass 2,100. So you guys got to at least hit 2,100. Come on. 10 more. Everybody get them in. Hurry up all at once. We could see the number jump drastically. Everybody's got one more bid in. Tomorrow to sell my shares to meet my prediction. Oh, man. Let's go, Laughlin. Let's go, man.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Did it. We did it. Oh, we hit right at it too. Like right on.
We hit 2,100, yeah.
Yeah, literally right there on it.
All right, here we go, guys. Here's the price. Let's see what happens.
You're already seeing like a bit of a spike here. I don't know if this is because of stocks or what. Maybe it's the stock you bought, Murthy.
Yeah, that's Murty's stock.
Murthy there in the market. Yeah. Murthy, are those soundproof panels on the wall there? You sound much better.
Yeah, I got a better mic, and then I also put paneling on the wall. So we've got paneling on both of these walls. We've got a better mic, and we've got our actual studio being set up. So it's coming soon, maybe in a couple of days.
Nice.
Is that going to be in this room or a different room?
Different room.
The bigger one?
Oh, the actual studio? Yeah, it's going to be its own room. This is just my office now turned into, because I do the stream from here now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's fun to say my office. We have like all these little offices, so everyone gets an office. Yeah, and whoever showed up first gets to pick which office. So they got all the cool ones. Sorry, Jason and Ali, you guys will have the shitty ones.
That's okay. I live for it.
Okay.
So let's see when they drop their earnings. It's gonna be fun. See what the algorithm says. Yeah. So while we're waiting for Rumble, fun announcement. Remember how we keep saying it would be cool to have like public company CEOs?
Yep.
So tomorrow we are going to have our first public company CEO interview on Strongs.
Nice.
It's happening.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's gonna be sick.
It's Blake Hanover. Hanover. I don't know how he pronounces his name.
I'm gonna guess I'm thinking Hanover, but I'm not 100% sure. I seen they're in Florida though. I seen they're out of Florida. So
Yes, out of Florida. Yep.
yeah,
the company is also Hanover. And they are an insurance brokerage, I believe. They do commercial insurance.
Yeah.
And it's a small cap company, public. And yeah, they will be here. Blake will be here tomorrow.
That's gonna be so cool too. Like I said, it's gonna be fun. I see they're using AI driven things to overall better, help better performance on the insurance side of things. So I'm definitely interested in, obviously a lot of those things too, and like how they're positioning themselves to, beat out other companies in the sector going forward.
You see that, guys? You see what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I see what you see. How much are you up right now?
Oh my God, this is gonna print.
I should have bought some. Damn it, dude. I knew it too. I knew it. Should have bought some too.
Chicken dance.
Murthy is unusually good at this. In like the few weeks before we launched this prediction game on Stonks, we were doing this for like a couple of weeks just internally, right? Everyone's throwing their predictions, and Murthy was like by far and away winning these momentum, like what is going to happen tomorrow type of questions.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Hopefully it goes up to like the $7 and something I predicted. So
yeah, I was thinking of a bigger movement. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I was hoping.
There we go, 7%.
And I think it's going to go 10%. It's going to at least 10. It's going to at least 10. But I'm thinking
where are the results? Can someone link the results? They're not on the company.
I don't see them anywhere either. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking every damn where right now.
Okay, let's check.
The computers have them for sure.
Chris's Twitter.
Coming down. No. Go back up.
Yeah, go back up. We need $7.
Go back up.
Let's check Rumble. Okay.
My dog's gotta eat.
Rumble video. Dog's gotta eat.
You said 405. Yeah, I know that crypto. I just didn't know if it already got leaked somewhere or they posted it somewhere or what. And maybe this is just excitement building. People are already buying, but I'm not sure. Maybe. This could be retail investors, I guess, pushing it up, but
there is I don't see the results here.
I'm looking everywhere too. Don't worry.
Let me check out for a second.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, check out your stuff. Maybe it has it on there already.
Yeah, checking.
Maybe the bigger dogs already got it.
Yeah. Feels good to win one of these with real money, So
yeah, I thought about buying some. I was like, now I'd go down because I bought it. And now I'm over here like, man, should have did it. Should have did it.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just expectations, or they have some big creators. There's like this guy Dan Bongino, 5 million.
He gets paid too. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Some of those people that they pay for
by YouTube.
They're big. Yeah, they got some big content creators over there, especially again, like I said, especially on the podcast side.
Yeah,
they have a lot of user bases.
Yeah, there's some channel live this morning or like earlier with like 18,000 concurrent live viewers, which is like huge for like non like just a podcast type of thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, and you can get some good podcasters over like onto your platform. I feel like you can do really well because again, users stay a while. They don't just like, they're not those users that come and watch for just a little bit and leave. Like usually they'll watch, and then a lot of those people also like look around the site to see whoever else is on the site too. It's just a different demographic of people instead of just like regular live streams. Podcasters usually have a pretty good pool.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
anywhere either. I'm wondering if this is just retail push right now.
Yeah,
and it's the reason why we're seeing the jumpiness.
Yeah,
it's just retail's like, I'm gonna buy in now before everybody else. I'm beating the computers, damn it.
Yeah, I don't think it's dropped yet.
Yeah, I keep refreshing everywhere, but I don't see it yet.
Wow.
Okay, did the earnings drop anywhere? I'm still not seeing it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm refreshing like crazy, but don't see it yet.
Okay. In the meantime, let's take a look at their last report. I have it open here.
Sure, you want to share your screen? Just
Yeah,
share.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see here. Is this good?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So revenue was flat. MAU was down. They say it's sort of seasonal. Q1 again last quarter. We're not looking at the most recent results; they aren't out yet. Maybe in the next 5 minutes. But 50 million MAU in the first quarter of 24 compared to 67 million fourth quarter 23. Um, this is hugely positive. They announced a key
Okay, I
partner.
think it's out, Ali.
Okay, let's see.
Here, I'll share.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
Okay. At this stage, here we go. Rumble reports second quarter 2024 results. Here we
Oh,
go.
let's go.
Can you guys see? Should I zoom in? Let's zoom in a little.
Nice. Let's see. Yeah, it looks good now.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
revenue-
nice. Good.
So 22 million. I think expectation was 17.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big
It's a
beat.
big jump, yeah. I mean, growing 27% per quarter on quarter is always good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this.
million.
23 MAUs are up from 50 last quarter to 53. That's good. What's also very positive is 37 of those 53 are in the US and Canada, which is what advertisers want to see.
Yeah.
That's what's really monetizable.
They set a new record for concurrent live stream viewers from the debate. Wow.
Yep.
Peak of 700,000 concurrent live viewers. That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Speaking of which, Elon is going to interview Trump later today. I think it's at 5 p.m. Or 4 p.m.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
something
what
like that. And it's going to be streamed on X. But I don't know if Stonks is ready yet. But if our new channels were ready, we could just restream that stuff like that. Old Stonks, right? Like, and that's probably what Rumble did here. Restream that content that was playing on regular television.
So here's an interesting thought, guys. Think about this. Look at this. Average revenue per user was up 19% from the first quarter, which is huge, right? But I just had a thought. Are we going to see a set of brands that basically are like, we're not going to be woke, we're not going to be leftist, we're going to embrace the right. Like Bud Light, for example, would save their brand if they basically said, we're going to become Rumble's biggest sponsor and we're going to apologize and we're just going to pivot the brand to, right?
I mean,
that didn't work.
It definitely could, yeah.
So I wonder if other brands are going to start to do this, where they're like, look, and of course, not all brands are going to do this, right? But let's say you're a gun company, you're a beer company.
Yeah, I agree.
The audience shifts, more right. Do you say we're going to actually spend on Rumble and not YouTube? Because it's a sign of like where we're placing our chips and who we ally ourselves with, right? And that could be interesting long term for Rumble, because now suddenly you're going to start competing and taking ad dollars away from tier 1 platforms like YouTube. So anyway, just a thought.
No, it's definitely it's a good thought though. Like I said, because I think, again, like I told you before, if you're again right-leaning company, why would you not advertise on a right-leaning website?
Yeah, this is another interesting one. They're moving their CDN in-house, which is going to save them a bunch of money, because this is the biggest cost with live streaming, is just video delivery.
Yep, it's very expensive.
Yeah. Let's see what else is interesting here. Filed a second antitrust lawsuit against Google. That's funny. They're suing Google for $1 billion.
Fighting. I guess at that scale, you just have to fight it out, because there's something in the past report where like YouTube banned like this tool they released to allow creators to export their YouTube videos and automatically upload them to Rumble, right? So like if a creator convenience only post once.
Yeah.
YouTube banned it.
Yeah.
So and the second antitrust, their gloves are off.
Yeah. Wow, interesting. What else? They have 154 million of cash on hand, which is great. This shit
Mhm.
is expensive. Partnership with the Miami Dolphins. Okay. Um, that's cool. Get into sports. Joined. So they joined the lawsuit that Elon is doing with X.com
Mhm.
to withhold advertising revenue. See, exactly. This is, I think there's something here with either you're withholding advertising revenue because you're like a left leaning, kind of like we want to be liberal and woke kind of brand. Or I think you're going to see a counterculture to that where certain brands are like, no, we're the opposite of that.
No, yeah, for sure, I agree, and that's the reason why I don't think Elon's getting nothing out of that. I think it's just like a play, like
Yeah.
for him to sue. He's not getting anything anyway. I mean, he's supposed to be the free speech. You should be the free, like you don't have to spend your money on your platform. That's the way I look at it. I mean, to me at least, like I go the same way. It's like, look, you put your money where you want to put your money as a company, and like, nobody can do anything about it, right? I feel like at that point, at least for me, that's the way I look at it.
All right, let's see. You can watch it on Xbox. This would be a fun earning. When is the actual earnings calls? Can we listen to it?
5 p.m. Eastern, I think.
Okay.
I think it's 5 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around in there. It's probably gonna be a little late though, because that's how it usually goes when they're doing like live streams like that. So if I had to guess, probably like 5:15, 5:30.
Okay.
But
so revenue is down from from a year ago, even though it beats expectations, but it is down roughly 10%. Costs are down 13%, but so it seems like they've kind of hit this like
like a wall, a little bit.
Or rather, the amount of people in the world that are right-wing conspiracy theorists, like they've tapped out the natural market.
Yeah, there's only so many you can do until you at least turn some stuff. That's the reason why I thought like Kick kind of started changing their mind a little bit too on some of those things. You get like kind of a wall. It's like, okay, you kind of got to get eventually you got to invite other people in. You can't just hold everybody out. So it's kind of the way I look at it, at least.
Okay, so it's at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, so we can't cover it. But hey, if we had other creators on the platform, which will be soon in a few days, it's coming. They would cover this, and this would be great to watch.
No, yeah, 100%. Like I said, I feel like we'll probably have content creators that are streaming like the debates coming up in September. In October, I think is one as well. So, or maybe it's the end of September, 1st of September is supposed to be 2 debates. So we'll see how those goes. They'll probably be fun to watch on streams, and we can watch them here too, I'm sure.
Murthy, can you sell your options? Are you on a 24-hour exchange? So Robinhood, by the way, has hit like sizable trading volume now on its 24-hour system.
Yep.
They work with like some dark pool ATS, whatever, to kind of do trading overnight.
Okay, I'm on Interactive Brokers chat. If you're in chat, can you tell me if I can sell my options that are on Interactive Brokers? Because this would be nice to get out of.
You can. I know you can you can do it on Webull too. You can sell, but I don't know about Interactive Brokers. And I know you can on. I mean, I feel like probably almost any of those websites. Moomoo is another one you could have done it on as well. Like any of those like ones that are wink wink free to trade. A lot of times, usually, they'll have like way aftermarket. You can do stuff at least. I know, like you were just talking about too, with Robinhood. That's like 24 hours now as well.
But let's see what chat is saying.
I don't know if anybody even really uses Interactive. I don't know in the chat. I'm sure it has to be some people in chat that use it. Somebody said you should be able to sell your options on Interactive. I mean, I guess just try it and see what happens.
Okay. All right, let's sell. Here we go. Yeah. The pricing doesn't. It's not updating on Interactive Brokers. The pricing.
Oh no!
This after hours is they may not support after hours.
Yeah, I had no idea. They should still be up tomorrow though. I don't know why they'd be down tomorrow. But I feel like we had a down day in the market a little bit. Tomorrow's gonna be an up day again, and then obviously Wednesday is probably gonna be like a wavy day because that's CPI numbers.
I think out of all the brokerages, Robinhood is still the best one. The founder is still there. Founders are there. And they just bought like some AI company. They're like really on top of like execution. They have 24-hour trading, they have crypto. None of these other guys had this stuff.
They did better since, obviously since 2021, the debacle there. I feel like they've gotten better. Again, I feel like most people, I don't know what most people in chat use. I'm going to guess it's like, if I had to guess again, like most retail investors, it's either going to be, if I had to guess again, like I said, it's either going to be some of these easier ones to get a hold of, like Robinhood, Webull, Moo. It's going to be something like that. I would have to guess, like retail investors. It's just super easy to get one of those accounts. Maybe some people are using like Thinkorswim or something like that too. I'm going to guess, but I think those are probably the ones that are used the most, at least. I mean, I guess people in chat, what do you guys use the most for your guys' trading? Or when you buy and sell shares, like what are you guys using?
So it turns out I cannot sell on Interactive Brokers without a special permission that is not enabled on my account. Great.
Oh,
so we're going to write this until tomorrow.
E-Trade. I thought E-Trade was going down. Isn't E-Trade going? I thought they were stopping. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just stupid. It was one of the trading services that said they were ending soon or something like that. Or maybe it was like some other services. Maybe it wasn't their whole service. I think it was just like a piece of one of them's. Real Goldman. I mean, honestly, I see a lot more like it than I thought. They had Goldman Sachs. Okay. TS, Mural. Okay. Robinhood. Got it. Yeah, honestly thought I'd see more like, again, like Robinhood, Webull, and Moo, just because they're like all over YouTube, plastered everywhere you go. Charles Schwab. Okay. Nice.
The the other big stock that reported today, Monday.com, and like a project management Asana competitor, had a huge pop, up 14%.
Did really great. I've actually used Monday.com multiple times, so I know they've grown a lot of things on their side too. I know they have like they're pushing their CRM tools now as well. There for a while they didn't have like a ton, but now you see their advertisements everywhere as well. So I was thinking they'd have like a decent day today, just because I know they've been pushing so hard on all their different tools they have.
I hate all product management tooling.
Yeah, I hate them too. Don't worry.
So I hate all of them. So I've never used Monday, but like, is it better? Is it less shitty? Let me rephrase.
No,
it's less shittier than Asana or Jiro or other things.
I'd say it's about the same shitty as a Jiro for sure. But yeah, I'm not a big, like I said, I'm not a big fan of project management tools either. I think they're terrible, a lot of them. Like I said, I just know they've made, it's one of those products where they try to simplify things so much that it's terrible to use, to be honest. They simplified it so much it's terrible. You know those companies as good as I do. Where it's been simplified so much, it's just like, what the hell am I looking at here?
Yeah, what's interesting is the run up in Monday today was during the market. It was 14% up, 15%, 14.78.
Yeah,
but it's supposed to be today according to our earnings calendar.
Yeah, they did report today. I thought they reported today, didn't they? I thought they did this morning. I'm pretty sure.
Oliver, you use notes. I use notes too. That's exactly. And if it's if I forgot, it's not important enough. That's exactly my philosophy.
Yeah, I use notes as well. It's great. It's simplified.
Yeah, same. I used to be on Evernote. It dropped all the other fancy stuff.
Yeah, and I got used to like using the pad now. So now it's got my pen, and then I just go to town with the pen, writing all my notes down. So it used to just be like I type everything out. Now I just got to the point where I just like writing it out again, like old school. That's when you know you're getting old, and you start writing everything down. You're like, yeah, this is better.
Jason, does notes turn handwritten notes into like
Yeah.
text,
Yep.
searchable text.
Yep.
So they can turn it into like, so if you write,
You can write like whatever you want.
whatever, and it'll convert it into
Yeah,
typed
there's a search tab too where you can search, like, let's just say like you're thinking like something you searched, like wrote down in the past. You can search like, a certain keyword and it'll pull up those notes with that keyword in it. It's great. I love it. I'm not saying it's going to take me a while if I ever didn't use notes and just wrote everything down just because I like it so much. I've gotten used to it. So if you ever see me, like usually you see me over here, my pads right here. So I'm just like writing shit down as we're talking. Yep, that's me. I think I remember it more too when I write it down, even more than when I type it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing in my head. It probably is, but still, I think I've got used to it so much. I just like doing it. I'm sure there's other people out here that are old that like to write everything down on their tablet.
That's cool to see. Did you guys see? We have someone typed in the Arabic script. I don't know what language it is. I'm assuming it's
Oh, dang. Yes.
Urdu or Arabic. But it's cool to see a different script being supported. And
it's supported. Yeah, I didn't know we supported it, but okay, great.
Yeah, that is
Ali,
cool.
can you read this, or have you forgotten how to read? I can't read it.
I don't know. Let me try. Zoom in here. I can't read it. And like, even if I could read the script, I wouldn't know what it means, because like Urdu has the same script, but like it's not Arabic. Even though it's the same script, I don't know what the words mean. Let's see. Mahmoud. Google Translate this, or
as you say, Google Translator.
Someone try Chinese or Korean or Japanese. Let's see if that works.
Mahmoud Atif Hafez. Mahmoud Atif will win, guys. Mahmoud Atif. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, question here from Hectana. Did we remove the visualization on what everyone predicted? Are we making a new one?
We're making a new one. Yeah.
Okay. So Hectana, we had it until Friday. We've removed it.
It will be back.
Making a new one that's hopefully
scatter plot will be a lot better. I think that's what you said, and I think they said they were going to do it, and then it just disappeared down there. So I'm guessing the scatter plot's coming. So I do think it'll be easier to read with the scatter plot.
We have a whole bunch of new things coming, guys. Don't hate us when the site changes. Generally,
everybody's gonna like it a lot. It's gonna like it. Once they see more and more people creating content, they're going, "Oh, this is going to be the space to take in all my financial content." It's going to be sweet.
Yeah, Murthy, you want to show some of those designs if it's final? Any of the Figmas or?
I wouldn't show it
already.
I wouldn't show it just yet, but
okay,
it's coming. It's coming
soon. We'll show it soon. By the end of the week, we could probably show it maybe then. By the end of the week,
because if I share my screen, I may leak things I shouldn't be leaking. So that's like a bigger problem.
What he really means, guys, he's got feet pics on his computer. He doesn't want to show those. Can't leak those for free. Those are for the OF.
Gotta pay for my feed. Damn
it. We have a ton of new emotes, so you can do some emote spam here. Emote gang.
Oh yeah, we definitely got lots of good emotes now, though. We have definitely got that on lock.
Yeah, our devs basically worked really hard this weekend. And to get you these features live soon. So they're coming. And then of course each channel will have its own chat as well. So if you're running your own live stream, you get your own chat. So
Yep. It's gonna be, I can't wait to have like different communities like growing within one big community. It's gonna be that's the coolest part about like platforms for me, is just like the communities within the community. Like, having their own, pretty much like their own like ecosystem with jokes nobody really understands outside of that ecosystem. Is like great. That's the coolest thing about content creation and like growing your own communities, just having your own inside, jokes that nobody has no idea what the hell they mean unless you're in that, stream watching it, often.
So one interesting thing to see will be if there is a pop in the stock price tomorrow morning, because
That's what I'm wondering.
the live stream that they're doing will be, or maybe even aftermarket. Like I want to see if there's a change after their live stream that they're doing on Rumble.
I think there will be some sort of change. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I also think, again, I think tomorrow morning we could see it get lifted a little bit as well. So maybe like you not being able to sell your shares and actually save you in the long run. We'll see, though. We'll see. Hopefully, again, like I said, I'm hoping for the biggest. I'm hoping it goes up to 748, like I said.
Yeah. I put in a 7 on the prediction, but there's a bunch of guys in chat. They're like, "Come on, 610, 615. They're super close, 611.
Yeah.
Someone's at 605. This is my salad since it's on the screen anyway. I don't want to keep going at the camera.
Dude, it looks so good too.
But I have a question. Why? So this is during lunchtime for Murthy. Why is Murthy never eating? And then Jason, no Red Bull, no energy drinks.
No, yeah, I don't. Well, I don't do energy drinks. I've actually only drunk a few energy drinks in my life. I'm not a big energy drink fan for sure. I usually drink a lot of water, so that's probably what you're going to see me drinking a lot of.
Good man.
I eat healthy, so yeah, I mean, pretty much.
So exciting news! There's a Starbucks close to the office.
Oh, nice.
And there's an Indian restaurant also next to that Starbucks.
Oh, I love Indian food. That's some good food right there.
We're going to double their revenues very soon. The Indian restaurant is about to double. Buy them. Buy their stock.
Here we come.
All right, guys. 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Get your fingers crossed. But you know how insider trading is illegal in public stocks, but if a company is private, not only is it legal, that's literally all people do.
Yep.
They try to figure out if a company is doing well. They cozy up to like a board member or CEO, and with private companies, it's insider is so go buy that Indian restaurant stock if you can find it.
Exactly.
Oh, I love this chat. People are like trying to rally the price.
Rally the price. You literally got like 30 seconds left to rally that price. You don't have long, that's for sure.
Can we share the price? Last 30 seconds on screen.
Sure. Jason, you want to pull it up? Might be easier.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. It's gonna be exciting. Who's gonna win?
Yep. Who gonna win?
And boom.
Well, it's going to calculate for a minute, so you guys got a little bit more waiting to do, but it'll be up there. What? Why is it? Why did it 500 undefine me? What does that even mean? Everybody's on Yahoo looking at Rumble right now. Yahoo is struggling right now. What is going on?
Strong staying, taking down Yahoo.
Literally.
It's gonna happen someday.
The chart's not even there.
Making Yahoo great again.
Slowly coming. I don't know what's happening.
Actually, I was gonna say this is sort of the whole point of stocks is to make earnings calls watchable again.
Literally.
We're making earnings calls watchable again.
Well, I don't think it's gonna load.
Come on, Rumble. Stay up. Stay up.
Oh, 611. We'll see where it's at. I'm gonna say it pulled at. I'm going. It pulled at 609.
It looks like 609 because that's the number at the bottom.
Okay.
There's Eddie, Oliver, Brendan. Is that the number we're gonna go off?
No.
I don't think it is. I think it just pulls straight from Trading View at a certain point.
Yeah, no, it's the number at the bottom is a live price, I believe. So
yeah. Oh, see winners. We got winners.
We got winners.
609, final price. Yep. It was 609. Okay. That's what I thought it was going to be at too, just by looking at the chart when it said 0. My chart at least said 609.
Oh, no, guys, this query is still a little broken. I'm seeing
It's taking a minute. It needs a little bit more calibrating. He's not going in and out of it. Roman came in at number 1 with $125. Garuma, there we go. See him in chat today quite a bit with $63. Muffin came in at $38 in third place. We got W Face in fourth place with $25. And Jester with $18 in fifth place there. Bill Beer, who has won quite a bit, like last week especially, and came in first and second and third quite a bit of times. Like he got sixth place again at $15. Hector with $13.07. Chef in eighth and ninth place with $10.50 and $8. And Jensen rounding out top 10 with a $5.50 smackaroos. Let's go. Heck yeah, man. Oh, make sure if you guys do win like a good lump sum, make sure you guys are, you tweet them out on the Twitter space. We'll retweet them, all that kind of fun stuff. So make sure you guys are sharing that you guys are winning. Talk to your mama, daddies, uncles about it. Let them all know. Pretty sure I meant to say $6.09. We had how many people? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people betted $6.09. But Roman betted $6.09 way before anybody else. So the way this works, guys, if you guys betted $6.09, it's whoever put in their bid of $6.09 first. This bidding's actually you've been able to bid on this stock since I think like Friday evening. So like let's just say Roman put his in on like Friday or Saturday, he'd have been before anybody else pretty much. So that's how that kind of works. If you guys didn't know, so it kind of honestly works in your own favor if you get your bids in earlier than not. Because if you do bid it and it's right on point, and somebody else does and they're before you, then you're going to get bumped down. But if you're before them, they're going to get bumped down. So it goes by times. No mulligans. Exactly.
No mulligans. Also, if your list isn't loading, just close the model, hit the X at the top right, and open it again.
Yeah, just open it again like this. It'll load then.
Yeah.
We got a little bit more work to do on that end, but it'll get perfect to where it works right. Again, guys, we're still an alpha build, so we're early days. Like this site is so early days. We haven't even been doing this a whole month yet. That's how early it is in terms of like the live streams and like where we're going. So, and again, we're going to have people live streaming on the platform other than us, either later this week or the first of next week. So that in its own right is crazy to think about.
Yeah, we basically had to refactor our entire backend to support other users live streaming, and it was a pretty big re-architecturing of the system, but it's done. So,
yo, Lotson, Roman has over 10 entries. Not cool. No, he just shared his link and got people to sign up. That's really cool. That's really cool. So if you guys didn't know, if you guys are new, you can enter in as many times as you want. So if you guys got more than one ticket, you can enter in as many times as you want. So don't think you can only enter in once. You can enter in 100 times if you wanted to. You just got to have the tickets for it. The easiest way to get tickets, though, right now, and what everybody should do right now is go down and copy your referral link and then paste that everywhere. That way more people sign up. Every time they sign up, you get 5 extra entries. Outside of that, like I said, you get free entries just by claiming your daily rewards, which is, obviously not as many, but you can still get that. Whereas a referral gives you unlimited, 5 every time somebody signs up using your link. And then obviously enabling, notifications and then follow us on Twitter and YouTube. We'll have some other ways and some other fun ways that we'll do to give away some tickets throughout throughout what we're doing as well. But those are the main ways to get tickets, especially through referral programs.
So we have a question. Is there a way you can have the bid not go through if you've already predicted that price? That way you won't have 2 entries of the price per person. No. So once a bid goes in, it's in.
You'll see your bids below too. So make sure you're looking at what you already bid before. Yeah. So your other bids, like let's say you bid and like you bid again. If you look, like you can see what your other bid was. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that.
Yeah, we don't want people like editing their bids because then the timestamp mechanic doesn't work, right?
Yep.
and then it just becomes like an algorithmic play of like looking at
Exactly.
what else has not been bid. So it's just not worth it. It's just easier
Nope.
to like make bids final.
Yep.
What's tomorrow's stock, Jason? People are asking.
What is tomorrow's stock? Let's see. What was it again? I had it on top of my head a second. I was really fixing to say it, and then my brain just blanked. New Holdings is tomorrow. New Holdings is tomorrow. But we can talk about a lot of the stocks. I know there's some people in the chat that, obviously do hold New Holdings as well. It's a bigger stock. But there's honestly a few stocks we could talk about tomorrow. On top of that, we even have some market hour stocks. Obviously, I know some people are probably looking at like, Home Depot. That's always a good one to look at, especially for, on the side of the economy side of things and like what people are building and, builders and stuff like that as well. We got Flutter Entertainment tomorrow, aftermarket as well. We got Oklo tomorrow, which is a super, super small cap, but I know it's a newer one. So we got a few stocks we talked tomorrow, but the stock of the day tomorrow is New Holdings. New Holdings. How to claim cold. Yeah, exactly.
It's like an interesting stock because I see a lot of content on YouTube about New Holdings, and
yep, there's a lot of it.
Yeah, it's pretty well covered, and
yeah, I think a lot of people know about New Holdings overall, but like I said, they're definitely a stock that's been on the growth wise. They've been chugging along, so I'm definitely interested in it tomorrow as well.
What do they do? New Holdings.
They're in the banking sector. So here, I'll show you.
Yeah, it's like a neobank.
Yeah, kind of like something like that. Yeah, exactly. So it's a digital banking, but like I said, it's a big one. So in different areas other than just like the United States. So it reminds me of like a how do I want to say this? It almost kind of reminds me of like a I guess more like on like a SoFi side of a stock. But especially it's like really, really big in terms of like in like Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Cayman Islands, Germany, like Argentina, those kind of places. But it's definitely steadily like just growing and chugging along in its own right. So I think a lot of people talk about it a lot too. There's a lot of content on YouTube about it. I know a lot of people have like some really good, insights in terms of like where they see the stock going. And to me, it's I'm putting my money into like something like SoFi, but I see why people are talking about it a lot. It's worldwide, baby, worldwide.
Yeah. All right, let's end our stream, guys. Thanks everyone for coming, for playing. Tomorrow we're gonna have our first public company CEO interview, and we're gonna cover New Holdings, and we're gonna give away yet another $1,000.
Yep. And we're gonna talk about Hanover, right? That company as well.
Yeah.
The CEO, we're going to interview him about his company. Yep. I won't be here tomorrow. I'll miss it, unfortunately, but good luck, guys. Go easy on the new CEO. Don't be so hard.
Me and Murdy, we have all the hard questions tomorrow. Me and Murdy will. Don't worry.
All right.
Have fun. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Eastern sharp.
Yep. We'll be there. Get your bids in. Bye.